December 1st, my friends, the first day of December. I hope everyone is having a fantastic evening. Glad to have you guys here for another update here on the crazy lake effect snow that we're dealing with here. We got ourselves quite a bit of things to talk about here. We're going to go over observed snowfall and stuff like that too. Yeah, we've seen a lot, and unfortunately there is a lot more to come here. But anyways, folks, what's up, everybody? First of all, before we dive into things, I want to go ahead and say thank you to Crystal Miller as well as Lightning FN for the Tropical Storm memberships. I appreciate you guys very much. So thank you, Crystal. Thank you, Lightning. Appreciate you guys. Let's see who we got here so far for today. We got ourselves Braven. We got Crystal. We have ourselves Peachy, John. Let's see here. Ben, Elizabeth. We got Mark. What's up, man? We got Jeff. We got Azen. What's up, y'all? See, cold day means Mexican style ribs. That sounds pretty good, dude. Don't get me hungry already. But what's up, guys? So we do have ourselves a lot of things we do need to talk about. The first thing I do want to discuss with you guys is basically how much snow we've been seeing in the last little bit. So we do have ourselves some reports out here. Out there kind of towards like Watertown. This was one of the areas that we're going to really see a lot of snowfall in general. We've been getting reports here. Look at this. 45.8 inches has been reported out here towards, this is near Carthage, near Watertown, which is in kind of northern portions of New York here. We've been getting a lot of reports. I mean, even out here just south of Buffalo, we're reporting, 23 inches of snowfall in general. I mean, it's been pretty crazy, with snowfall. I mean, it's been all over the place. I mean, right now, if we take a look at the radar here, you can actually see that we do have a pretty good amount of snowfall currently ongoing up there kind of towards like Traverse City, around Traverse City here. I mean, this region here, as we're getting ready to see, is going to be expecting at least another foot of snow or so. I mean, we're going to be seeing quite a bit for some of these regions here, as we are starting to see a little bit headed towards like the Cleveland area here as well. What's up, Theodore? Hope you're doing good. Saying good evening, everyone, and Andrew, you as well. Thanks for joining. But yeah, I mean, we've been seeing a lot of lake effect snow. That's going to continue. Another thing I do want to talk to you guys about is there's actually a system, another little clipper that we're watching that could be driving some more snow towards like St. Louis. And speaking of, I mean, they got that clipper system here yesterday, which, we got about 3 inches snowfall out there. Not a whole lot, but, it's a good little first snow for those regions there. Let's see here. Sarago says, still nothing here in Montreal. That's okay by me. Well, I mean, give it some time, and I'm sure that you're probably going to be dealing with a bit of snow at some point this year. That's for sure. So right now we are seeing a little bit of that lake effect snow continuing just south of Buffalo, some out here towards like Pulaski, towards Watertown. This is the region that's been seeing just several feet of snow. I mean, it's ridiculous out there. I mean, we've seen like 4 feet of snow already out in this region, and they're not done quite yet either. They're not quite done. If we hop over here to the accumulations, we'll turn those on for you guys, so we can kind of see what we are expecting here. So there's that little clipper system that I do want to mention. Now, it's not going to bring a lot, this little clipper here, but it is going to add a little bit of snow for areas out there towards like, Minnesota, Iowa, out there by like St. Louis, basically Missouri, eastern Missouri here, and like southern Illinois. We might be getting a little bit of snowfall out here. Now, honestly, like I said, yeah, really not a lot. Probably going to be less than an inch for most of these areas here. But we will be seeing maybe a little bit. Now, here's something that's interesting. Up here towards the upper elevations of like western North Carolina, in like eastern Tennessee, out there kind of near Gatlinburg, for really more of those upper elevations, we could be picking up a fair amount of snowfall out here. A decent amount, a couple of inches will be, quite likely at this point in general. But yeah, you can see like Gatlinburg, you guys might pick up about an inch or so. So, not a whole lot for Tennessee quite yet. It's still a little too early for all of that, but, we'll I'm sure we might see some more later this year. We'll have to see. I mean, you got to remember, we're not even in winter yet. Winter starts in like, 20 days or something like that. It's not far, but we're not quite there yet. But anyway, so here we go. We're going to talk more about those accumulations and stuff like that. So Cleveland, you guys out there in like central Cleveland, for the heart of Cleveland, you all are going to be seeing a bit of snow still to come. We are talking, possibly about a half a foot or so out there, but areas just slightly northeast of Cleveland, towards like, Mentor and, East Lake and some of those regions out there. We're going to be seeing that possibility, of at least a foot in some of these regions here, around 12, maybe 13 inches or so out there towards like, Gates Mill, Mayfield, let's see here, Kirtland, Mentor. This is just northeast of Cleveland, so a pretty good amount out there. Now, from here on out, some of the heaviest amount of snow that we're going to still yet to see, which, could get up into that 2-foot range, is going to be in western New York State and northwestern Pennsylvania. There's this little area here out by Sherman where we are expected to get at least 24, maybe 25 inches or so. Now, this is the expected amount of accumulation. This is not, this is not worst case scenario. This is not under, the best case scenario. This is what we are expecting. This is the 50th percentile. So it's, safe to assume that we could see possibly about like 2 feet of snow out there in those general regions here, which is just still absolutely crazy, which will cause some serious problems. Now, obviously, I want you guys to be weather aware out there, and obviously, if you, if you guys are, if you know anybody out there in that general region, just let them know. Let's see here. Let's see. Hopefully, Tennessee gets some snow on Monday. Let's see here. Tomorrow here, let's pull up the models, guys. We'll take a look at that real quickly. By the way, guys, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, be greatly appreciated. So yeah, I mean, for those upper elevations though, we might be seeing a little bit of something up there like in eastern Tennessee and like western North Carolina. We might be getting a little bit of accumulation and stuff. Yeah, I mean, you can see here, tomorrow, kind of like tomorrow evening, we'll be possibly getting some snow showers building in towards like, Tennessee and Kentucky. Areas out there in like in central Tennessee. I mean, it's possible according to NAM where we could get a couple of snow showers. Let's see here. What about HRRR? I do want to see if that model agrees on it too. Yeah, I mean, even HRRR kind of suggests the possibility of maybe a couple snow showers working its way through, a lot of Tennessee. It wouldn't accumulate anything, but, it could bring some snow to the region here. I mean, we could get a little bit of snowfall out there towards, like, Tennessee and whatnot. So there could be a little bit of snow in that. Same thing for, like, Kentucky and, Virginia and stuff. But, yeah, don't be surprised tomorrow. This is kind of tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening mostly, out there in Tennessee. Don't be surprised if you do pick up to see maybe a little bit of flurries and stuff like that. But once again, it's not going to be anything like cumulative or really anything like that. It's not going to be anything along those lines. But it is, you might see your first little bits of snow in general. So it does seem like models are, somewhat of agreeing on that. FV3 suggests as well. So yeah, it's common denominator at this point. So we could be getting ourselves a little bit of snow out in that region there. Let's see here. So what's going on in Michigan, says Guy. So Michigan, let's hop on back over here. So Michigan, we are really watching out for you guys, especially in western Michigan. We are seeing a pretty solid amount of snowfall expected for some of these regions out here. Now the eastern side of Michigan, we're not going to be impacted as much in eastern Michigan towards Detroit. I mean, we're going to be picking up really nothing or hardly anything out here. But for western Michigan, we're going to see a pretty good amount, especially out there by like South Haven. We could be picking up some local amounts of 6+ inches, 6 to 8 inches or so. But it's not really until you get up in northwestern Michigan towards Traverse City, where we could really be talking some serious snow. I mean, we're talking, over a foot out there towards Traverse City or near a foot. Williamsburg, about 13, maybe 14 inches or so. Kingsley, about a foot. So yeah, I mean, northwest Michigan, we're gonna be really seeing a pretty good amount of snowfall out there for you guys up in northwest Michigan. It will be kind of heavy, and also for the upper state, the upper portion of Michigan here too. There's a really good shot that we're going to be dealing with over a foot, especially for the kind of central and eastern side. We are going to be kind of right there at that foot range. Now you got to remember, a lot of these places have already seen snow. This is just how much more is yet to come here. So there still is a lot of snow that's already on the ground. As a matter of fact, here's a report that came through of 33 inches out there by Newberry, and we're expecting another foot. So, 33 inches, that's already over 2 feet of snow. I mean, we're expecting another foot or so. So we're going to be well over 3 feet of snow out here. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Tons and tons of snow. And that's actually what I do want to look at real quickly. What's up, Tom? Hope you're doing good. Let me bring you guys over here to this page. Oops, here, let's hop over here. This should work pretty good. So this is how much snow we've seen in the last 72 hours here. You can really see the numbers are off the charts up there in northeastern Ohio. Really far northeast Ohio. Northwestern coastal Pennsylvania, and this little sliver there in western New York State, south of Buffalo. We kind of get off the table there, which is just pretty crazy. And of course, then we have the area out there by Watertown that's already seen 40 something inches. I think it's about 46 inches as of 2:40 p.m. Eastern time. This was 5 hours ago. As of 2:40 p.m. Eastern, which is now 7:20 almost, we had a report of 45.8 inches out there by Watertown, which that is just ridiculous. And like we mentioned, actually for the area out there by Watertown, we're going to be picking up maybe another 4, maybe 5 inches or so out here. Let's see here. Lizzie says, hey, do I think that 16335 will get anything? What's up, Lizzie? Hope you're doing good. I guess we could pull up that program. I guess I'll do that for you real quick. 16335 for Pennsylvania. Okay, so you're up here in Meadville. All right, let's pull this up. I think, hold on. Let me bring this back up again. So yeah, for your area up there in northwestern Pennsylvania, we're going to be picking up at least another 6, maybe 7 inches or so of snowfall. Here, let's go ahead and overlay those warnings and stuff. We should get those out. Yeah, you are in a lake effect snow warning out here. Total snow accumulations between 6 to 12 inches out by you, tapering south 1 to 5 inches. So yeah, Lizzie, you're going to be dealing with a pretty good amount of snow, it looks like. So if you have any travel plans, going in and out of work or whatever, please be careful, because it'll be very, very much impactful out in those regions there. I mean, it's snow is definitely something you don't want to mess around with. As you probably know, areas out there, along the Great Lakes do tend to get quite a quite a bit of snow and all that stuff. So, yeah. Let's see. Guy says, okay, thanks, Andrew. Appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, man. No problem. If you guys have any zip codes, I'll be more than happy to help you. Isaac says that I know today was the first day of meteorological winter. I did. Yes, the first is the first of December is. Yep. But official winter doesn't start, I think, until like official winter doesn't start until like December 21st, I think. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's the 21st. Let's see here. What's the total for Granger, Indiana? Let's see, man. Take a look at this region for you. So Indiana, especially that northern portion, we're going to be dealing with a bit of snowfall. Yeah, and so you're up there. So we do have a winter storm watch in effect out there for your region. Total snow accumulations of 4 to 7 inches is expected out by you. So 4 to 7 inches is pretty good amount of snowfall. Let's see here. We're gonna work way over here to that region there. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, we're gonna be dealing with good 4 or so inches. But up to 7 inches is possible in that warning that you're in, or sorry, that watch that you're in. So we'll look out for that. Lisa says thank you. You're very welcome. No problem. Asin wants me to take a look at 48187. Gotcha. Let's see here, 48187. Michigan. Okay, so yeah, you're by Detroit. Yeah, you're not going to be getting much snow. Your area here is not going to get anything. Yeah, Detroit, I mean, you might pick up a trace, maybe a tenth or two of an inch, but yeah, the areas up by Detroit's not going to be getting anything out there. Let's see. Isaac 60944. Gotcha. Let's see here. 60944. Illinois. Okay, so you're south of Chicago. I don't think you're going to be getting anything. Yeah, no, you're good. You're out of snow. You're not going to get anything. It's the areas that are along the eastern side of the Great Lakes that are really getting hit because that wind's flowing from the northwest to the southeast in this case. Let's see here. Thank you. I appreciate your channel. You're very welcome, man. No problem. Glad to help out. What's up, Jack? Hope you're doing good. Welcome. Ben says, but I wouldn't worry. In Detroit, you're going to be... Yeah, no, Detroit, like I said, guys, Detroit's not going to be getting anything out here. I mean, we might get a trace, but it's not going to do enough. It's not going to do anything. So you guys will be good. The areas of Michigan that we really need to look out for is, like, the western side of Michigan. After by, like, Traverse City, that's kind of where some of the heaviest of the snowfall is going to be at. That's up there towards, like, Traverse City. We could be picking up, a good foot or so. Of snowfall. I mean, we're talking fairly high amounts of snow. And like I mentioned, that also does not take into consideration which has already fallen. These areas have already seen a bit of snowfall. Let's see. Yeah, we got 8 inches reported out here in Elmira, I think it is. Elmira. And that's 8 inches, and we're still expecting another 8 inches or so. But yeah, you can see on the radar here that we are getting that southeasterly flow, really dumping a lot of snow and stuff out there. Let's see. All right, Jack, you want me to look at 49855? Gotcha. 49855. This is in Michigan. Okay. Oh, this is for like the upper portion of Michigan. Gotcha. So this is a winter weather advisory out here. We are expecting a good, 2 to 8 inches out there in that region. That's a big range. Let's see. Let me pull up my other program here, and we'll check on that out. So yeah, we're gonna be out there. It looks like we're gonna be picking up another 7-8 inches or so out there. I mean, we've already reported quite a bit nearby. In general, let's see, it's been a little bit reported. Yeah, some of the upper portions of Michigan, though, I've actually seen a pretty heavy amount. There's 33 inches out there by Newberry, which is just wild. Let's see here. Daddy Crab, man, thank you so much, dude, for the $2 super chat. I appreciate your support, man. Very sweet of you. Thank you. Let's see. But yeah, so Jack, there's definitely gonna be quite a bit of snow for those areas still yet to come. So make sure that you give them a heads up. Okay. Let's see here. Theodore says, how much for 63304? Let's see here. 63304 in Missouri. So yeah, we are getting ourselves another little clipper system that like I was talking about here in the beginning. However, it's not going to bring as much as the last one did. It's barely going to bring anywhere near an inch, to be honest with you. I mean, so you could see a half an inch out of it, but you're going to be under an inch more than likely. I mean, it's not going to be really much of anything for that area, my friend. Yeah, you're going to be in pretty much nothing. So, you'll see snow, a little bit of it. You'll see a little bit more of snow, but, it's not going to be anything excessive or anything like that. Now, the timing on that here, I do want to hop you guys back to the models here real quick. The timing on that, it looks more than just like a bunch of snow showers. Y'all see that? Up there towards the Midwest. Now, some of those snow showers could work their way into like Tennessee. So, you folks out in Tennessee, while you probably won't see much accumulation, you might see a little bit of snowfall out there, maybe a little bit of flurries and stuff like that. But towards St. Louis and stuff like that, we're going to be picking up maybe a half an inch or so. Really not a lot is going to be expected out there. We're not going to be really dealing with much of anything. But once again, Daddy Crab, appreciate your support. Appreciate it. Let's see here. Crystal says, don't forget to smash the like. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it, Crystal. Yeah, if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated, and we'll keep you guys updated with everything going on here. We'll make sure to keep y'all posted. I really wanted to go live again today to, kind of keep you guys updated on what's going on out there with all this crazy lake effect snow. It's just nuts, dude. It just doesn't end, man. It really just doesn't end. I mean, we've been seeing this for days ever since Thanksgiving. I think it did start on Thanksgiving. Ever since Thanksgiving, we've been dealing with this lake effect snow, and it's still not really expected to end until, still quite a little bit of time, a couple days still. Another thing I do want to mention is we are watching another disturbance that could drive some snow up in the northeast here. Let's go and bring you all back to the models real quick. So this is the GFS here. As we approach our way down in time here, basically for December 4th, you can see you might be picking up a bit of snowfall out there towards, central New England and some of those areas up there in the northeast here. This will, unfortunately, be bringing down some more cold air along with it, which will allow for, yet again, more lake effect snow. And we're just really in a pattern, guys, where we're going to be seeing a lot of lake effect snow, just due to a continuous movement of cold air over the Great Lakes. And with the Great Lakes being a little bit warmer, stuff like that, it condenses, and just the temperature differential and stuff can just dump snow, just feet of snow, in which the lake effect snow is not going to be ending really anytime soon, unfortunately. But yeah, we are watching another disturbance for the 4th and the 5th here. So this is Euro at this point here. You can see maybe some of that snow getting down towards like West Virginia here for the 5th. But it'll be between the 4th and the 5th here is when we're going to be seeing that overall. What about southeastern Michigan? So Kim, we're not expecting a lot of snow in southeast Michigan. We just did a zip code out there by Detroit. In Detroit, we're not expecting much of anything here. We're going to hop y'all back over here. Yeah, southeast Michigan's not really dealing with anything, really. You can see a little bit of snow. Flint, Michigan, maybe an inch. Detroit, less, honestly, like a trace maybe at most. But then you got western Michigan. That's where the impacts are in Michigan. It's the western Michigan and the upper state here in Michigan. That's where a lot of the heavy stuff is. So, moving back up north. This winter from Florida, excited to see snow again. Yeah, I bet. I grew up with a lot of snow. You don't see it down here. It's gonna be cold though. You know what? I've adapted to the warm weather here. It's just I don't think I could survive. No, honestly, it's brutal. Like I said, your guys' 20s is like my 40s now. So yeah, it's different, because you get so used to the weather. It's like getting in a pool, and then you get used to the pool, even if it's cold, and then you get out, then you're cold. It's the same thing. It's basically the exact same thing. Anyways, see, glad I'm out of hurricane season. Yes, me too. Hurricane season ended yesterday. Thank goodness. We had 5 storms that hit the U.S., and 3 of those hit Florida, which I was in, which was very, very nice. Nature did not go light on hurricane season this year, which is, was unfortunate. Milton and Helene were the bad ones. So you're definitely going to have to get used to the cold again. Oh, yeah. You certainly will. Absolutely. Kim says, I'm so glad to hear that, although we do have bitter cold temperatures, but that's okay. I can deal with it. Thank you, Andrew. You're very welcome, Kim. And, yeah, you're right. There is going to be a lot of cold air coming down. That's the whole reason why we're getting a lot of this lake effect here is, that really frigid cold air is just rubbing right over the Great Lakes. And the Great Lakes are fairly warm. They're still fairly warm from earlier in the season, but they are cooling down. And hopefully by the end of the year, lake effect snow will calm down, towards the end of winter because, the Great Lakes finally cool down and stuff. So that'll hopefully be good. But yeah, it's really beginning middle season where lake effect snow can be pretty bad, in which, start to this season, it's just ridiculous. These last couple of days have just dumped so much snow for you folks out there. I mean, it's just huge problems. One thing I do want to look at here that I have not looked at yet with y'all, we're going to pull up the winter severity index here. If you're wondering what that is, I will show you here in a minute. Winter weather outlooks, we'll do severity index for days 1 to 3. So this basically just kind of shows you, here we go. So this basically just kind of shows you what kind of risk you're in general. Let me turn off the warnings because they kind of get in the way here. There we go. Okay, so basically, if you are in the orange, you have a good shot for moderate impacts, which would, cause hazardous driving conditions and closures and disruptions and stuff like that. The yellow, which is minor impacts, just be careful while driving. And then the light color here is just where, drive carefully and stuff like that. So these are really the areas that are going to be dealing with some heavy winter weather impacts. But yeah, the moderate here you can see out there by Erie and let's see here, kind of like northeast Cleveland. You guys are going to be getting a pretty good amount of snow still. I mean, yeah, Cleveland still could pick up about a half of a foot. Northeast Cleveland we could be picking up about a foot or so. So I mean, we're going to be dealing with quite a bit of snowfall and stuff like that out there yet to come. And unfortunately, doesn't really look like a lot of that's really ending anytime soon, sadly. So, anyways, let's see. Cold going outside. It's gonna feel like 2 degrees in Nebraska, dude. No thanks. That is a big no. Big no. Here, let me bring y'all over here to the temps real quickly. We'll pull those up. Yeah, it's gonna get really cold, dude. Really cold. Here's ECMWF Euros temperatures. So this is for not tomorrow morning. Let's see. Okay, so this here is going to be for tomorrow morning. Look at that, dude. Look at these temperatures. According to the ECMWF here. Let me bring up my pen so I can kind of draw on the screen here. I do want to do some model comparing too. So the freezing point tomorrow morning. Hold on, I do need to restart this pen real quick. This software I use to draw on my screen tends to really goof up time to time. Here we go. Okay, so yeah, this is the freezing line right in here. You guys can kind of see. So, freezing temps will be observed all the way down into the southeast here. This is for tomorrow morning. This is for 7 a.m. Eastern time tomorrow. So 12 hours from now, basically. I know this says 24 hours, but this was the 12 Zulu run from this morning. It's our latest Euro we got. But, yeah, very cold. Now, according to GFS, so we'll keep that up. Yeah, the GFS is not really far off either, as you can see. That freezing point maybe a little bit more north in the Central Plains, but For the south, still relatively the same. But, I mean, look at those temps up there, though. Up in, like, North and South Dakota, dude. I honestly don't even know how you guys can live up there in North and South Dakota. I mean, dude, this does not feel like temps. These are actual temperatures, for tomorrow morning. I mean, this is 7 a.m., when people are getting up and, going to work and stuff like that. Like, dude, it's... How? I couldn't even imagine what negative 10, negative 20 feels like. I think the coldest I've been was probably negative 10, but I was little, and I don't really remember it, and I don't even think I was out in it. So, yeah, that's gonna be pretty rough. So then we work our way into basically the morning of the 3rd. Things are finally out of the negatives, but I mean, look at the temperatures here for the morning of the 3rd here. I mean, shoot, we're gonna be dealing with like 20s and teens out here towards like the the Midwest and stuff. It's like, dude, that's just wild. Let's see here. Cyber says, thanks for sharing your cold weather, Canada. You can have it back. I totally agree. I mean, shoot. Right now it's 50 degrees in Florida. That doesn't seem like it's that cold, but like for you guys. But 50 degrees in Florida is pretty cold for us. It's a little bit chilly. Let's see here. Brandy coming in with a $5 Cash App donation. Brandy, thank you so much for that. That's greatly appreciated. Saying thank you for your diligence. I really appreciate that, Brandy. Thanks for your support. As always, be greatly appreciated. And thank you. Big shout out goes to you, Brandy. Definitely didn't have to do all that. Thank you so much. Let's see. I live in West Virginia. Yeah. So I'm sure you're used to decent snows here and there. West Virginia did see a fair amount of snowfall. Here, let's bring y'all back over here. I'm gonna show you guys how much snow we've gotten this year so far. So this is how much snow we've seen so far this year. You guys can see. This is how much snow we got so far this year. I mean, you can already see here that snow is really taking over the upper elevations here, the Rockies. You guys got hit pretty good. And then that lake effect snow really coming into play here. Just wild, man. Wild. And we had the little clip where you can see where that went through. But from here on out, I mean, really, as we approach our way into, especially, I said January or July, January. When we head our way into January and February, that's when we're gonna really probably start to see that go down a little further south. So that's typically when these areas more further south, like Tennessee, start to get snow. But like I mentioned, for my Tennessee folks, if y'all are here right now, you guys might see some snow showers tomorrow. So I do want you guys to look out for that. Could be seeing a little bit of snow shower activity out there. See, I think St. Louis is supposed to get more tomorrow. So yes, but not a lot at all. It's going to be in like terms of snow showers, and those areas will probably see maybe a half an inch of snow. Really nothing big. Let's see here. Let me pull up the future model here for you guys. We will overlay the HRRR here. This is the high resolution rapid refresh model, which we'll do the. Guess we'll have to do 12 Zulu. There's no more available runs after this. We'll go with the latest HRRR we got here. Yeah, so you can kind of see there that it just shows a bunch of snow showers and stuff. This is it actually starts pretty early. So this is 4 a.m. Eastern, so 3 o'clock for you guys out there. So 4, 5. So it'll be for the morning, and those snow showers should be out of near St. Louis by like early afternoon, basically. But yeah, you can see that those snow showers do kind of work their way up into Tennessee, maybe even Alabama. Wow, look at that. So HRRR suggests maybe some snow showers out there towards like Tennessee, maybe Alabama even. That's interesting. Let's see what the NAM 3K shows. Just curious. It's good to obviously get more than one model opinion. Never good to just go off of one model itself, you know. Yeah, look at that, man. Wow. Yeah, I mean, y'all out there might see some snow in like in Tennessee and maybe even like northern Alabama, northern Georgia, maybe. You know, like I said, it wouldn't be really anything accumulative, but it would be just a little bit of snowfall that you guys could, probably be like, hey, look, there's snow. Okay, bye. Kind of something like that, just quick little in and out thing. But yeah, basically just like hey, look, there's some snow, and then it's gone. Let's see here. Misty says, hi, what's up, Misty? Hope you're doing good. See, Brandy says, at least it'll be over before I have to leave. That's fair. It's going to be fairly early for you out there by St. Louis. Basically throughout the morning, which is kind of what we're seeing here. I'll take the snow, just not the freezing cold weather. Well, unfortunately, snow comes with freezing cold weather. You really can't have snow and warm weather, unfortunately. But, snow is okay, freezing rain and ice up here. Yeah, that stuff's pretty bad. I remember last year we were tracking that one big storm that went through like Tennessee that brought a lot of ice. I don't know if you guys remember that. If you're in Tennessee, you probably remember that. But there is a storm. That's another thing we're gonna have to start thinking about too, y'all. Is there's currently no threat for ice or anything at the moment, but we're heading into the season where that's going to be a problem, where we're going to start seeing a lot more, ice and not only ice but snow and all that mess. It's just like, ice is way worse than snow. It's way worse than snow, because, I mean, with ice, there's, like, no traction at all. Whenever you get ice, even a little amount, you do not travel in it. Snow, I mean, you can still travel in snow, but it is pretty slick. But, for some of those areas up north, like we were talking about, I mean, it's just going to be, like, literally impossible to travel, basically. Like Erie, I mean, it's crazy, dude. Let's see here. We're gonna turn off the accumulations here. We'll look at the radar. So this is current radar, y'all. You can see that we do have a bit of snow out there by Cleveland. Let's see here, and of course we do have some more. Now, what do you know? Still falling out there by Watertown. they're getting completely snowed in out there, dude. Traverse City, like we said, we'll be picking up another foot or so. Pretty good amount of snow out there, and then of course the upper portion of Michigan. Same thing. Let's see here. I'm moving to Hawaii if I have to deal with more freezing cold weather again. Peachy, I hate to burst the bubble, but it's just the beginning, my friend. Like I said, we're not even in winter yet, guys. I mean, we're first day of meteorological winter, but official winter is not until like another 20 days, and even then. December's the mild month for winter. Usually January and February are the severe months for winter. It's like, yeah, it's gonna be a fun year. You can already tell, just by looking at the weather now, guys. I mean, you can be like, you can see what we're seeing in late November and now early December. Think about what we possibly could be seeing, January and February. I mean, it's just great. What's up, Tang? Hope you're doing good. So you got to get some snow in the southeast Michigan. Yeah, so you folks out there, southeast Michigan here is not going to see much. I mean, y'all are going to maybe pick up a 1/10 of an inch or so near Detroit. I mean, if that. You'll be lucky if you get a little bit of something, but... Yeah, the snow right now, for Michigan anyways, the snow is in western Michigan overall. January and February are the worst. Yeah, that's where we're going to be getting a lot of the cold air and stuff. So the way that it looks so far this season, for the later portions of winter, it does look like that we're going to be heading into a pretty cold season this year. I think it'll be a lot colder than it was last year. I do. In fact, honestly, I think it's already colder than it was last year, and I think we're going to be in that kind of pattern for a while, unfortunately. Let's see. Peachy, you'll probably see some snow. I think I had in the forecast for you, if I remember correctly. By Nebraska, it's going to be kind of an average winter, I think, for you guys. Now, for Northern Plains, I think you guys are going to be pretty active. But I do need to make another winter weather update. I'll probably work on that soon, actually. Just kind of a little extra heads up. Kind of a new updated assessment. I'm going to do that soon, actually, for you guys. So if y'all could hit the subscribe button, leave a like, be greatly appreciated. And but yeah, we'll do that here soon. Let's see here. Is Ohio seeing snow? So Northeast Ohio is, not for you, Crystal. Let's see. How much am I getting in Cape Coral? What, like, isn't that Florida? We're not gonna be getting on the Cape Coral, I'll tell you that, man. Unless there's another Cape Coral I'm not familiar with. No. It's a little kind of out of our geography, man. Just a little bit. We're a little too far south for all that. Although it has happened before, actually. You know, in I think it was 1977. I'm somewhere around then, late 70s, there was a snowstorm that impacted Florida and brought snow even to Miami, which is extremely rare. I mean, shoot, you only see that, like, never. You never see that. I don't think we'll see anything, any stuff like that. I mean, upwards, like northern Florida, like Panhandle, they see snow more often because they get more continental air, you know, from those cold fronts and stuff. But, like, you know, the main peninsula of Florida, you still got that warmth from the Gulf of Mexico and the ocean, and the Atlantic Ocean, that just keeps things too warm for snow, usually. Unless you have, like, a super ridiculous cold front that rolls through super cold temps and stuff. It's not impossible, but it just is extremely rare. Extremely rare. Let's see here. Misty says Missouri. So, Missouri, we do have a bit more snow heading into these regions here. Yeah. We got a little clipper system rolling through, as you can see. But you're not really going to see anything out of it. That's the thing. I mean, it's going to be all less than an inch of snow. I mean, St. Louis might pick up a half an inch of snow out there with this other little, I don't even know if you'd even call it a clipper. It's not a clipper. It's just a little snow burst. A clipette. See, never say never. That's true. That's true, Jeff. You know, you never know. Let's see here. It's like 64 degrees and I'm freezing. Yeah, it's 50 where I'm at, and I'm in Polk County, Florida. So, yeah. Last night it got down to 45 in Central Florida, which is going to get even colder, unfortunately. Florida got snow January 19th. Got a couple inches. Was that Panhandle? Or is that like upper northern Florida? Yeah, it's easier for them to get snow than the peninsula. Let's see. Will I see any snow, says Misty. Misty, where you at again? Give me your zip code, and I'll pull it up. It's 25 degrees here. Yeah, no thanks. I think Canada needs to keep their cold weather. Yeah, Canada. Look at all the snow up there, though. Like, Canada is going to be seeing a widespread amount of snow. Let's see here. Alec, is that really necessary? Oh, we got a 2-year-old in the chat here. 63334. Let's see here. Missouri. Yeah, no, you're not going to be seeing much of anything. Yeah, you might get a half an inch if you're lucky, which even then I don't think you're going to see anything really. Let's see here. But yeah, so misty, I mean, it'll be a little bit, but it, 0.4 of an inch is not really enough to cause any issues or anything like that, really. Alec, let's see. Let me look at one. 02886. Let's see here. This is in Rhode Island. Yeah, it's gonna be a little too warm for you, man. But give it some time. Give it some time. I think we might have some pretty good nor'easters out there up in the north. I think you guys might actually be dealing with a bit of, a bit of nor'easter. So pretty big storms at some point later this year, but not anytime soon, I don't think. Let's see. That'll add up to my 3 inches of snow. Misty, I wouldn't get your hopes up. I don't think it's going to be much of anything. I don't think you realize how little snow this is. I mean, this is like a centimeter of snow. It's like not a lot at all. Let's see here. Alex says not on Wednesday it's supposed to snow. Well, I mean, at least let's see here. I do know there's that little system rolling through, but yeah, a lot of those eastern areas are gonna be a little too cold. You might get a little something, but I don't think you'll get any accumulations out of it. I mean, I'm talking like accumulative snow and stuff. I mean, you can kind of see here along the coastal areas here will be just a little bit too warm, which will just be mostly rain for your area. I think you're mostly just going to be in the realm of rain. Yeah, honestly, you probably won't see much of anything out there. But anyways. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to let us know. Throw down a comment here, and like I said, we'll be more than happy to help y'all out. But just want to hop on here, go live a little bit today for you. So I don't think we're gonna go live tomorrow. I think we're gonna be off tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna do a live stream tomorrow. I think tomorrow I will do a video for you guys. See, it's supposed to snow at night. It's forecasted. Yeah, you're not gonna see anything really. It's now 24. Yeah, no thanks. But if you guys have any final questions before I roll off here, feel free to let us know. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Be greatly appreciated, y'all. And once again, we'll be here to help y'all out with things. And if we hop y'all back over here to the radar real quick before we roll off here, you can actually already see that little clipper system rolling through here. It's just a second little burst of snow. Currently out there in the eastern Dakotas. Got a little bit out there, actually, possibly in like eastern Nebraska. A few little snow showers out there too. Yeah, really not a lot though. And then we still, oh, actually, look at this. We just got a new special weather statement for Mentor. Intense lake effect snow. Moving east to 20 miles an hour. Winds to 30 miles an hour and 1 to 2 inch snow rates per hour. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, that'll really drop visibility. Less than 1/4 of a mile. Pretty crazy. All right, everybody. Well, once again, thank you for joining. I appreciate y'all. Like I said, if you haven't already, consider hitting that subscribe button. It'd be much appreciated. We'll catch y'all tomorrow. Like I said, we'll be live again. Not tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow we'll go live, unless I change my mind, which, I've got some things going on tomorrow I need to attend. But if I have time for live, I'll do it live tomorrow. But I will be doing a video tomorrow, so we'll have that up for you guys. Okay? Alrighty, everybody. Thanks for joining. You guys take care. Stream's going to head off here in approximately 1 minute, so if you guys have anything you want to go ahead and say to your friends, your family, anybody you're hanging out in the chat, go ahead and say your final goodbyes. And alrighty, everybody. Once again, thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. Y'all take care, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. All right, peace out, my friends. See you later on.